My name is Nasir Ali, and today my topic is the art of storytelling, how to captivate and inspire others. Storytelling is one of the oldest and most powerful ways to communicate ideas, emotions, and experiences. A good story can inspire, educate, entertain, and connect people on a deeper level. Whether you are a teacher, leader, creator, or speaker, mastering the art of storytelling helps you capture attention, deliver impactful message, and influence other meaningfully. Great storytelling combine emotion structure, creativity, and clarity by the understanding how story work and what makes them memorable. Anyone can learn to tell story that resonate with audience and leave a lasting impression. My my first question is, what is storytelling and why is it important?
That's a fantastic introduction this year. And your first question is spot on. Storytelling is essentially the art of conveying a narrative or message through a structured and engaging format. It's important because it helps us connect emotionally, making ideas more relatable and memorable. It's also a powerful tool for teaching, inspiring, and influencing others. If you'd like more questions or anything else, just
What elements make a story engaging and memorable?
That's a great follow up question. Several key elements make a story engaging and memorable. First, a compelling plot with a clear structure, beginning, middle, and end keeps the audience hooked. Second, relatable and well developed characters help the audience connect emotionally. Third, vivid imagery and descriptive language bring the story to life. Fourth, conflict and tension keep the audience engaged and curious about what happens next. Finally, a meaningful theme or message gives the story depth and resonance. If you need more details or more questions, just let me know.
How does emotion play a role in effective storytelling?
Emotion is central to effective storytelling because it helps forge a deep connection between the
In
storyteller and the evokes emotion. It makes the experience more relatable and memorable. Emotions can drive empathy, create suspense, and enhance the overall impact of the narrative. When the audience feels the character's joys, struggles, or fears, they become more invested in the story. Ultimately, emotion transforms a simple narrative into a powerful and engaging
why
experience.
is a strong being important for capturing attention?
A strong beginning is crucial because it grabs the audience's attention right from the start, sparking their curiosity and interest. It sets the tone for the entire story and creates an immediate connection with the audience. A compelling opening can also establish the central conflict or theme, making the audience eager to see what happens next. Ultimately, a strong beginning lays a solid foundation for a memorable and impactful story.
How do
If you need more
visuals and imagery enhance storytelling?
visuals and imagery play a huge role in storytelling because they help bring the narrative to life. Vivid descriptions and visual elements engage the audience's imagination, making the story more immersive and memorable. They can evoke emotions more powerfully, create a stronger connection with the audience, and help clarify complex ideas. Additionally, visuals can make stories more engaging and help the audience remember key details long after the story is told.
What techniques can help storytelling build suspense?
To build suspense in storytelling, you can use several techniques. For example, you can create anticipation by revealing information gradually, leaving the audience curious about what will happen next. Another technique is to use cliffhangers at key moments, leaving the audience eager to find out what comes next. You can also employ pacing, slowing down the narrative at crucial points to build tension, or using unexpected twists to keep the audience on their toes. Finally, using sensory details and vivid descriptions can heighten the emotional stakes and keep the audience engaged.
How,
If you'd like more details or
how
additional
does cultural background shape storytelling styles?
Cultural background plays a significant role in shaping storytelling styles because it influences the themes, values, symbols, and narrative structures that are used. Different cultures have unique storytelling traditions, such as the use of oral history, folklore, and specific narrative patterns. Cultural norms and experiences also shape the way characters are portrayed and how conflicts are resolved. Additionally, cultural background can influence language use, storytelling techniques, and even the intended audience.
What are,
This diversity
what are common mistakes to avoid in storytelling?
Some common mistakes to avoid in storytelling include lacking a clear structure, which can confuse the audience, or having underdeveloped characters that make it hard for the audience to connect. Another mistake is overloading the story with too much detail or information, which can overwhelm and lose the audience's interest. It's also important to avoid inconsistency in tone or pacing, as that can disrupt the flow. Additionally, relying too heavily on cliches or predictable plotlines and make the story feel less engaging. Finally, neglecting the emotional aspect can make the story feel flat. So
Give me the overall summary about the topic.
absolutely. Summary: the art of storytelling, how to captivate and inspire others. Storytelling is a timeless and powerful art form that enables us to communicate ideas, emotions, and experiences in a compelling way. At its core, great storytelling combines a strong structure, relatable characters, vivid imagery, and emotional depth. It captivates audiences by creating connections, evoking empathy, and leaving a lasting impact. Effective storytelling also involves avoiding common pitfalls like lack of structure, overloading details, or neglecting emotional resonance. By mastering the art of storytelling, anyone can inspire, educate, and engage others
What
meaningfully.
are common mistakes to avoid in storytelling?
Some common mistakes to avoid in storytelling include: one, lack of structure. Not having a clear beginning, middle, and end can confuse the audience and make the story hard to follow. Two, overloading with details, including too many unnecessary details, can overwhelm the audience and dilute the main message. Three, weak character development. Characters that lack depth or complexity can make it difficult for the audience to connect emotionally. Four, inconsistent tone or pacing. Shifting tones or uneven pacing can disrupt the flow of the story and make it less engaging. Five, predictability. Relying on cliches or overly predictable plot lines can make the story feel stale and uninteresting. Six, neglecting emotion. Failing to include emotional depth can lead to a less
Thank you very